Hey guys, this is Bix Weir, roadrunner.com, coming to you from the park in Oakland, California. I have no mask on. So I've been thinking and pondering. You're going to hear a lot of different opinions. I can guarantee you the government's lying. If they said it was the worst thing ever, or if they said it was no big deal, they'd be lying either way. So you can't rely on anything you hear from the government. Obviously, all the numbers are wrong. They have no idea how many cases there are because they don't test for it. Yes, it is probably pretty widespread already through the west coast of California. Washington State looks like it's kind of the one they've started to report. I heard a doctor the other day, he said, we've only had 10 cases of corona flu, and 6 of them have died, but it's like, wait a minute. I mean, obviously it's a very small sample, but that's 60% mortality rate for the people who go in to the hospital. Hospitals are going to be a hotbed. Now, here's my take. We have to get our bodies prepared for living with the coronavirus or various viruses for the next 3 to 5 years, probably 5 to 6 years. There will be waves of it. I think this is the first wave. The second wave, I think, will be the hardest one that hits humanity, probably in a year and a half or so. And then the third wave, it'll peter out. So the first wave, it'll take down a lot of people. But at the same time, everybody likes to say, well, so does the flu. Well, but it also breaks down defenses. And if you watch the Cliff High video that I posted yesterday, you can't it doesn't create the antibodies that you need to combat it full time or something to that effect. Watch the video. Here's my take. I will not be bugging out for one reason, and that reason is that I have a lot of friends and family around, and like it or not, I don't choose to live for the next 5 years secluded in a bunker, staying away from all contact from human beings. It's not what I think my calling is here, so I will be staying local for the most part. I do have a place to bug out to if worse comes to worse. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get there if worse comes to worse, but it is available to me and my family. But to live that kind of life of seclusion from the rest of the world for 3 to 5 years or longer, and then if you bugged out, what kind of world would you be returning to? So I am choosing to stay, choosing to get my defenses up. Got my liposomal vitamin C. I got chaga mushroom pills and tea. I got vitamin D3. I do all the things and all the protocols for during flu season. That's the plan, is to keep. I believe I will get it. I believe everybody will get it, unless you seclude yourself, and that is no life to lead, in my opinion. For you guys, you got to make up your own mind on how you're going to deal with this. I would say at a minimal, stock up on your vitamin C and chaga mushroom stuff just as a minimum. But also assume that you will be getting it. You will be contracting this disease because it is, if you are going to be in contact with any other people for the next 3 to 5 years, you will probably get it. I don't know what the death rate is. I don't know of the, we don't know. The government obviously isn't telling us the truth. So my take is you need to make a decision. And sooner rather than later. I think the West Coast is already vastly infected with it because the symptoms don't show up right away. I could have it now. I do not know. I do have a cough. Does that have to do with me going out partying at the soccer game the other day? Maybe. But at the same time, I have decided that I am not going to be bugging out to avoid, and I will not be avoiding contact with humanity because I have a large family and a lot of friends. And whether or not they believe it or not, they don't. I'll tell you right now, they don't think it's going to be bad at all because that's what the TV says. That's what the government says. They might change their mind quickly. So, but then again, who's going to bug out for 3 to 5 years? And I don't think the other side of this, besides your body, is your soul. is your being, your reason for being here, the lessons you are here to learn, being on planet Earth as a soul living in a body. And I have done a little bit of, obviously all year I've been talking to you guys about the training I've been under. Obviously also by the end of the year, it came in extremely handy for me with the passing of my son. I have been in deep contemplation about what I should do about this and the messages I'm getting from... Interesting, the phone cut out right when I started to say this. So the messages that I have been getting from some meditation, from my intuition, as to what to do, is stay. Hunker down, stay, help people through this, keep doing as many broadcasts as I can, because the vast majority of humanity will, over the next 5 years, will end up with this virus. And it will be frightening. At first, they're just going to use it to destroy the monetary system, which is going on right now. But after that, I hope and pray that they come up with a... See, I wouldn't take a vaccine if they say they have one, because the bad guys are still in power. So it's a tough one, and I will continue to do meditation and prayer, but there's the physical side. Get your body ready and braced for contracting the coronavirus, because I do believe 80% of the population will get it. 20% will be so secluded in different areas that they won't get it. So I assume I'm going to get it, and that's all right with me. I am okay with getting it. I am going to fortify my body the best I can. I will not transmute it, but at the same time, I can't live the rest of my life here on planet Earth. My calling is not to hide myself away and not be out there doing videos, talking to people. I do plan on going on the road this summer and preaching cryptocurrencies. And if I am restricted by government, that might slow it down. But yeah, it's something right now that I've come to grips that I will not seclude myself away in the forest, in a hut with 5 years worth of food, because I think that's really the only way you can stop yourself from contracting this virus. After reading through the parts of the manual that Cliff sent out, the Army manual on bioweapons, it's almost impossible not to contract it if you're going to be socializing or interacting with other people, because they aren't going to do it. They aren't going to do all those steps that it takes to make sure you don't contract it. So if you're going to be going out of your secret hiding spot to get food, to get water, to get supplies, to get medicine, to interact with family, any of that thing, you got to assume you're going to get it. So your best defense is to build your body's defense. Is my take, and continue to. I want to write some music about this stuff, and it's coming slowly, but yeah, that word needs to be spread to take care of your body. Assume you're going to get it, and then prepare for the worst and hope for the best. That to me is not bugging out. Too many friends and too many family, and they know where I'd bug out to. They'll come knocking on my door. Oh, you gotta let me in. It's your cousin Joe and his family, and our daughter's sick, and we don't know what to do. And I don't think my calling is to keep the door shut, and I think my calling is to let them in and help them, and that's my take. So it's tough. It's tough these days. Well, we sat there a year ago saying, oh man, it's going to be a chaos, this end of the monetary system, and all that's going to be chaos, and just add more chaos onto it. You wait till the earth changes come. You're going to add even more chaos on top of this. So my take is fortify yourself, your body, assume that you're going to get this, virus and fortify yourself the best you can. There are Cliff's talking about different ways, if you get it, to ease the pain of going through it. And I think I'll be talking about that more and more, because I think I'm going to get it. There's no way I could shut out humanity for any long period of time. And what kind of life is that really? For me, if I die because of I decide to stick around and help my friends and family, I think that was meant to be, and that was a good way to go. So that's my take. You know, obviously my feelings on death are different these days than they were in the past. I do believe we're a spiritual being living out an experience here in these physical bodies, and we're here to learn lessons. And oh my God, what a great time to learn spiritual lessons. When the shit is flying around, that's when the best lessons are learned. And I think my lesson in this is first an understanding of not to hide away. Keep it open and try to help the best I can. That's my take. All right, you guys, that's it from the park. You guys get out there and get your liposomal vitamin C, get your chaga mushrooms, because they're going to be gone. Vitamin C, I hear China is now, I was reading an article, China is recommending massive doses of vitamin C to everyone, all 1.3 billion. So I don't know if you can get it anymore, but try to get your vitamin C intake really high. It hardens the cell walls and helps against the virus. All right? That's it. That's it for your doom and gloom discussion. Lots going on in the financial world. I'll get back to you later today about that. See ya.